Look, this is brand new, hot off the presses. Certainly, we don't have time to cross every T, dot every I. I'm going to let the other commentators do that. That's what they do best. Alex, whether or not he's guilty, he's more than a scumbag. He's proved on multiple occasions about being a snake. So we'll cross-check this stuff as much as my memory allows, or maybe if Jeannie thinks of something. But we're not here to defend his girlfriend. We're not here to attack his girlfriend. We're here to see what's funny about this situation. And something tells me, at least what Jeannie already looked over, there's plenty. So we're watching this as you're watching this. If we can cross-check it, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stretch this out as long as humanly possible for the money. Name me one other YouTuber that'll do that. Name one YouTuber that would be that honest. Not one in the goddamn world. I'm going to watch it just like I would have normally watched it, and then I'm going to stretch it out for money as far as I can take it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what, and you know what? That's what everybody does.
Your internet?
What? Stop covering this or I'll brick your, yeah, I'll thanks for throwing me off. That was a pretty good rant right there. So, yeah. We'll do what we can with it. I don't know. Blue Stank just sent me a DM. Let me check this out.
Live coverage right here, man.
Okay, here it is.
Live updates.
Here's what I think I can read this aloud too. Blue Stank, former friend, IMALLEXX. He said, "Can you say this on air? Just for me. No matter what this crooked teeth man says, it was all deserved." And that's pretty much how I felt about it before I saw Blue Stank's tweet. Let's go.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
Yeah.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Brian, live and live here. This is the most badass TV broadcasting. All the don't land. I'm Tommy C, the shop of the point. Jeannie, on the glass.
Yep.
Ms. Producer.
Yeah, not married yet.
One, Ms. Isn't Ms. open for interpretation?
Ms. is open to interpretation, but it's usually for unmarried, or I don't know. Ms, whatever.
I thought Ms.
I don't know.
Ms. Ms is
it's
MS.
Miss. I thought.
Yeah, you're right.
Miss MISS unmarried.
Is it?
MRS is married. Then MS is I was hearing you say like Miss, but you were just pronouncing it weird. MS period is like open to interpretation. You could be married, you could be single.
Well, okay. All right. I don't care if you're married or not, Miss Feminist.
Nah.
All right, just like I was saying before. Look, I'm going through this as you're going through this. So, the deep dives, the cross checks, they may happen, they may not. So why don't you just watch it with me? Don't turn this into something, right? Because here's the thing. Cut the music. Because here's the thing. He's on tape with all this stuff. Even if this girl is a complete abusive idiot, sorry, you were born with a dick. Nobody cares. And from my cursory look at this so far, this is my guess. Oh, he put it on his main channel. Shocking.
Yeah.
What?
Only 20,000 views.
Somebody needs to get paid. Somebody owes, like a landlord or something like that. So he had to do this. He's probably just getting this out of the way. I am a little surprised this is 1 hour and 42 minutes. Well, maybe I shouldn't be. And 48 seconds. And Alex has a tendency to go on and on and on. I don't know how much of this shit I can take. So if any of you guys, if I completely throw out my hands and you want to give me a timestamp, I'll take it. because I don't know how much I can take of this. I don't care. I don't care if she's guilty. I don't care if he's innocent. I know who this guy is. I met him personally. I know what he's done to people. I know what a maniac he is. I did, as I went through this I got to put up. This is funny. People get mad at me for diagnosing people, even though I'm usually right. But at one point, he brings up like antisocial disorder. Is this it? Yeah, check this out. This is too funny. Thanks, K-Hug. Signs of borderline personality disorder. He's got the balls of this guy. I mean, even if the girl does have it, I mean, she did kind of like, yeah. So something tells me he's going to say a bunch of things that would more than likely fly if K-Hug people. Thanks so much. That would more than likely fly in his ridiculous community filled with retards. That's what I think. How come my shit isn't working? This is annoying. God, I hate this thing.
I think the stream did go down for a second, but the refresh allowed.
That's probably what it was. Tommy. Oh, great! It's gonna be one of those nights. Great. Yeah, the router's acting up again. I have somebody come look at it or something.
Yeah, Mr. Mist, it's going to be a bit of a boomer moment because he does just kind of flash those screenshots on for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. We'll look at them, but I mean, I don't know how much. Like I know what he did. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't care all that much. He had a dysfunctional relationship. A lot of people do. A guy she knew he was a rat. She knew she was getting into. In fact, she knew so well. She knew to record him. So whatever she is, it really doesn't matter to me. Oh, she said the N-word once? Who cares? I mean, I'm the last guy in the world. So if I had to guess, he owes people money. He has to get back in the business. He's probably not employable any other way. So he has to get through this and hopes this lands. An hour and 42 minutes. Like, what could possibly be here? I even saw one part where he seems to have a skin condition of some kind, which is funny.
Yeah, no, he does. But out of curiosity, what have the comments been saying? Like, just before we even get into it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Took this long. I completely forgot this bro existed. It's a good day for the unemployed. There's content creators out there that are already planning reaction videos. Yeah. Here before it gets turned off. Don't worry, we got a backup if that happens. No way. I just leaped to this notification. I'm getting 40 minutes into this video that it was a mutually severe toxic relationship, which we kind of knew already, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she did admit to physical violence. What I think he suggests is that it was like she only mentions it maybe once or twice, but he's saying like it was regular, like with her attacking him.
Who cares?
And then another thing, I don't know if he gets into it later.
He's the YouTuber. He's the one that's running around telling people he's a good guy. He's the pedophile hunter. He's the one people telling people, even though he's never had a normal relationship himself, the only thing he knows is this platform and how to make money on it. And he's telling people how to live. It's one of the things that Right Opinion told me years ago. Like what he is protecting is his perception of being this all-wise guy. I mean, he was like this when he was 16, 17, 18, 19. Now he's mid to late 20s now. And he's still telling people it's a joke. There's no way to cut this. Like everybody's like, oh, I can't believe Alex didn't put a response out. I can. Like, what's he gonna say? It doesn't matter if he's right.
He says this.
It doesn't matter if he's right. It's so insane. It is amazing that this guy keeps popping back up. I'm gonna get ahead of this right now too. I've already got one tweet about this already. There is no chance of me going back to beta, even for a special episode. So Clown and Geem can do it themselves. I could just say it now.
This video is my response to allegations made by my ex-girlfriend.
Let's see. My ex-girlfriend.
This video is my response.
If I ever had to make this fucking thing.
Allegations.
Here's my statement situation. All right. Okay. This is just the Google Doc she put out. All right. I'm just checking.
Made by my ex-girlfriend, Alice Tez, who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me, kicked me, emotionally.
Good. How about that? That's another thing. Good. I'm glad. She whipped your ass. Good. Man, let's see if we can get.
He covers these screenshots in the video later on.
Verbally and physically abused me, as well as threatened me.
He's literally gonna pretend he's She's a woman.
And blackmailed me constantly throughout our relationship.
Oh.
Alice has continued to harass me by posting
if you haven't given her anything to blackmail you with.
False information about me, as well as fabricating stories about our relationship online to this day. All of this will be covered in detail in this video, and for full clarity I will be reading from a document that I have written to make sure that this is treated with the seriousness that it deserves. Since our relationship ended, Alice has lied continuously for the last 12 months.
He has not, well, I don't know why anybody should be surprised. There is no I'm partly responsible, but I'm not the only one, which is really a bad defense anyway to get back on top. But they're, God, it's, Jesus Christ, it's 50-50? Jesus. It's amazing.
Well, there will be some people who were still fans of him and don't know what the fuck is going on. And so now they're just.
Yeah.
I think the tides will probably, it's only we're only 2 hours into its release. So the tides will probably turn.
Yeah. When is the lolcow there?
So I was under a police investigation to friends, ex-girlfriends, and YouTube commentary channels. Alice has continued to make false allegations about me to this.
Did you ever press charges against him? I did everything I could to do. Yes. That'd be interesting if she never did. That wouldn't shock me at all if she never pressed a charge against him.
He covers that, but then I've also.
Well, don't get ahead of me. Don't let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. I got to think out loud. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen.
Day and said that she had pressed charges against me in a comment on TikTok. This is a lie, as at no point have I been interviewed, arrested, or charged with a crime.
Has she said that?
She said she has contacted the police, and I sent you something that she just tweeted about.
Okay.
So
let me see this. She's on D now. Defense. Good afternoon, Alice. Turn the telephone call. Document containing really kind regards. Okay, this is her saying she's contacted police. Now, did she ever say he was arrested? Fabricated?
No, I don't think so. No, but he's saying she never contacted police or whatever.
No, he just said
he
said he was never contacted. The victim reports that 2 months after ex-partner became verbally and physically and mentally abusive towards her. I could see why the cops didn't interview him.
Yeah,
that's what everybody says. It's the cops did he hit you? I mean, I'm going by American standards. I don't know, can you go to jail for being, calling your girlfriend the C word? You shouldn't be able to. It's a not lousy thing to do. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do or even acceptable socially, but unless they are, of course. After 2 days of living together, he had pulled her to the ground. Okay, headlock, covered her mouth. Said he wanted her to shut up before screaming insults to her. And he never got interviewed for that. Interesting. Yeah, keep an eye on Alice. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This says the police will decide when he can be heard from custody. Let's see. I want to go back a couple seconds. It'd be funny. This is not going to be the biggest shock in the world if they're both liars.
This is a lie, as at no point have I been interviewed, arrested, or charged with a crime. But Alice...
She probably never said, she just said she reported it as far as I know. It'd be interesting. See, like I said, we're reading through this.
Alice continues to slander me publicly with these lies. Alice said that future...
She's lying about her, what she said then.
Partners can check Claire's law.
My experience, they will never want to get saved. They want to find out on their own. Hopefully, they will know how to check Claire's law.
And later claimed she got me put down in the
system. Do you need
a
rundown of Claire's law?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so basically...
Quick.
Yeah. It's a domestic violence disclosure scheme. So basically, it gives you the right to know if your partner has had previous charges or incidents of domestic abuse in the past. Okay. So you can look them up.
Oh, okay. In other words, you're like in a Megan's Law for fucking being a bad boyfriend.
Yes.
Alice said that future partners can check Claire's law and later claimed she got me put down in the system so that any future partners who know how Claire's law works can use it.
Well, all you gotta do is search your name, douchebag.
This information to stay safe from me. The information that is accessible through Claire's law would be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history. All of this information is available on the Claire's law website, which I will link in the description. Alice has said that Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted...
Did she say that? I mentioned this statement, I'd be releasing anything until he ever responded to try to avoid accountability, twist the narrative, and get out of what he's done to me, because that's what he's threatened he would do. And realistically, I think it's enough evidence there for anyone to know and understand how shitty he was to me. And as a person, well, I knew that before, sweetheart, and you should have too. And it's been dropped. Please don't do anything about it. It's been dropped. Please don't do anything about situations like this. And they never have, unless I took this to court or he contacted me again. Okay. But he has been put down in the system. So anyone who knows about Claire's Law, okay, you got her there. Yeah. But let me ask you something about Claire's Law. Do you need to actually be convicted of something? Because like with a restraining order, which I have personal experience with, you don't. I wasn't convicted of anything. I was taken to court.
If it's in their system, it will show up.
No. But it could be like. But you have to be convicted of something first. You have to have a crime. Because in the States, you don't for a restraining order. How does that work? Nope. Allegations are enough. Wait. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like with the restraining order, the judge got to believe you. That's all. That's it. But usually, let me ask you this. To be put into, does there have to, like with the restraining order, you have to show up to court for the restraining order? Both parties. Is it the same with Claire's Law, or can you just call the cops and say, put him in Claire's Law, and he's like, gotcha? That doesn't sound like England would do that. That'd be pretty crazy if they could, though. But they're pretty.
No, it includes like cautions and reprimands.
Yeah,
so
but does that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, but does that caution?
It's not a conviction.
I understand that, but does that caution involve a court? I got a caution too. It's called a restraining order. Okay, so when I was 21, by the way, fucking 1998, before anybody twists that on me, I had to go to court for that thing to be codified. Do you need some kind of codification for Claire's Law? That's my question.
From the knowledge that I know of it, I don't know.
Yeah. So. Something tells me it'd be a little too easy just to send an email or a phone call or to talk to a police and then automatically you're registered. It's got to be something.
I don't think it's straight up allegations, but I think it's like,
as you said, a restraining order is just straight up allegations, but you still got to go to court. Right? You don't get convicted of anything. It's not a conviction.
Yeah.
It's an order.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a court order. Yeah. Is Claire's Law Claire's Law a court order? That's a question. If you don't know, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
I don't know because I generally just know of cautions, reprimands, and convictions.
The information that is accessible through Claire's Law would be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history. All of this information is available on the Claire's Law website, which I will link in the description. Mm-hmm. Alice has said that Claire's Law can be used and that I am in the system.
Claire's Law is specifically asking for a criminal history. If there's a criminal history,
which includes cautions and reprimands.
All right, he clearly hasn't been given a caution.
Alleging that I am a convicted criminal.
Usually a reprimand would almost assuredly have to be a court. You'd almost assuredly have to be in court. You have to be reprimanded. So it's got to be official. So you got to go to court. Judge reprimands you. Here, I'm giving you a caution. You're reprimanded. Here you go. And then maybe you can go to Claire's Law. It's got to be usually something. They can't just, this my boyfriend beat me. I got no bruises. I got no evidence. I'm dropping this email. I'm making this phone call. Okay, that guy's in Claire's thing. I don't think it's that simple. Even with the authoritarian state like England has become. I don't even think that's the case. If given your record for DV, then you can go to Claire's Law. It's like a pedo registry. I understand that. How do you get into it? Nobody's listening.
Or that I have a criminal record. Alice also says in the same messages that the police didn't do anything at all. These statements completely contradict each other, as it would not be possible for the police to have done nothing, and for the police to have put me on the system as a convicted criminal.
That makes sense.
Or as someone with a criminal record. Alice's story continues to make no sense, as Alice later said that I was charged by police, but this would...
Did you ever press charges against him? I did everything I could do. Yes, that is a weasel word answer. I did everything I could do. Yes. She's answering the question without answering the question. What do they say in that movie, True Romance? Women's got 32 ways to lie. Guys has 19 or something. That's a lie. I did everything I could do. Did you ever press charges? I did everything I could do. Yeah. Well, then yes. Yeah. Well, yes answers the question. It seems evasive to me.
Would not be possible if the police never did anything at all. Alice claims she had achieved her goal of getting me put on a list accessible via Claire's Law, and that she had saved people.
And that's a good point. I mean, how come we didn't pick this out before? Like, if he was in Claire's Law, we could all look it up. It's public registry, right?
Because of this. None of the statements made about the police investigation make any sense, as Alice claims she had put me on a list that would require me having a criminal record and a caution from the police, but also says the police didn't do anything at all. This is
okay. A caution can come directly from a cop.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. All right. Then he didn't get it. He probably didn't get it. We'd be able to tell.
Because Alice is always was lying. I would like to make it incredibly clear.
Was she lying about you saying you want to beat her with a brick?
I have never been contacted, approached, or interviewed by police at any point.
She put down like a dog. Remember that thing you did? That was the greatest shake of all time.
In my life. And I do not have a record or any cautions. Claiming that I am a convicted criminal or have a criminal history is the first of many lies that will be covered in this video. There has at no point ever been a police investigation, but Alice has continuously lied to hide the truth.
And this is a lie too, because I mean, if you look at this right here, all right, she filed. That's all it means. It also means the police didn't take it seriously. Now, I don't know if that means he didn't do it or he didn't. I don't care if he did or didn't. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I just hate YouTubers. That's why I'm here. Hi, I'm Tommy C from SFTP. You know, that's it. But I mean, you know, he makes a very good point to start this off. I got to give him a point on this one because she's saying fabricated. No, he said you fabricated the fact that he had been charged. You admitted to somebody that he had been charged. That's been fact. All you showed was the police report. You filed. I'll go with this. I'll take your word for it. You filed. You click send, but they didn't need. I guess they just let you down. It wasn't enough to justify a caution in a cop's eyes. It wasn't enough to bring him into court. And clearly, you didn't press charges. You just reported it. Well, the cops got to give you a chance to press. The cops didn't even say, "Hey, do you want to press charges? We got your thing. Do you want to press charges?" They didn't even break it. Yeah, she put it in the ether. She went to the internet. She got what she wanted. She destroyed him through the internet, and then she's she said so. Yeah, he's never been cautioned. He's never been charged. He's never been interviewed. Yeah. Wow.
And like, I mean, I don't know fully to the extent. I've never really had any contact with the police in the UK, but I have known somebody who was, because they had something stolen, and they called them. They said they were going to come out, and we waited up until like fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. They never came ever. So the police here are notoriously bad for like low end stuff.
Probably busy getting stab victims.
Yeah. Well, and once again, like that was an online like report system thing. It's not like her calling.
Well, you know, I had two of my English when we got the clutter of CP or anything from who we thought was Britbong and why we called the police. Because we thought, wow, Britbong's around. He's hanging around my circles. Wherever he goes, there's CP. Somebody's impersonating him. He's just the unluckiest guy in the world. So there's two Englishmen, not me, by the way. Britbong wasn't me. That reported him. We never heard anything back. In fact, just a month ago, I contacted one of those people that did it, and we checked it out. We did it. They didn't do anything. You know, it's up to them. It's their discretion.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, that doesn't mean, in fairness to her, that doesn't mean this didn't happen. We know he was abusive. We know all this stuff. But it does mean that she was lying about him being charged. I don't think she cared if he got charged. She got what she wanted.
Happened in our relationship and solidify the false narrative that she's built about me over the last year. Alice wrote all of
she made you out to be a bad guy.
these messages and posted the document knowing that the police investigation was a lie, as it would not be possible for Alice to share any information if this was at any point an ongoing case. A YouTube commentary channel called Samuel said that she had been dealing with the police instead of immediately taking it to social media when he spoke to Alice.
Hey, I just thought I'd come in to say that I've spoke to Alice, the ex of Alex, and I've also spoke to IMALLEXX. Now, Alice is dealing with this with the police as well. Has got the police involved. So instead of just immediately taking it to social media and speaking about it, has also got the police involved beforehand. and is dealing with it that way. She's going to the police about that, trying to get the situation sorted properly before she speaks about it online. Which is
she did what we did. We just reported it. Look, this guy's around us. We think he's we think he's sending the CP. That's all we have. The cops probably looked at, well, we can't prove it one way or another, so they just fucking let it slide. There you go.
Which is definitely a change. Usually people just immediately come online to speak about stuff and air it all out before going to the police.
This is a lie, as Alice had already posted months before she had released the document that I was on Claire's Law in a comment on TikTok in April 2024.
What was it? June? Oh. Well, this is are these private messages, the ones on the bottom? Because I don't...
No, that's from TikTok.
She's a liar.
That's from her TikTok account.
She's a liar. I think he proved that. She's a liar. There's no doubt about it. He still said he was going to hit her in the head with a brick. He's still a bastard.
Yeah,
He's still, his nice guy image
like
is horseshit. I also feel like a lawyer wrote this.
This would mean the police investigation had already finished and that I would have a criminal record 3 months after we had
broken right about
up,
that.
which would be impossible. Alice had also posted a video in April saying that she wanted to save the next girl that
don't worry when I say anything, because I got nothing, right? When Nick will figure this out too. Viel Gluck.
Hey.
What's this? So it's so bad when you get jealous of the next girl, you just want to save her. Yeah, she did make this about herself. Are you ever going to talk about Alex or what he could do? I did speak out about my experiences when I'm ready. Don't push me. I don't push victims. You're the reason when I wouldn't speak out. You have no idea how long it takes to heal from this abuse. Yeah. I don't comment something so intensive on my page, which she ended up doing anyway. I don't know. And why is this relevant? Let's see what he says again. Hold on a second.
Saying that she wanted to save the next girl that I would date.
It was the fact that it was the talking about, it's like, she didn't go to social media before, like it was saying she reported before, but this is proof that
this is proof she did. Here's another thing. You know what I keep thinking about? I think about Kavos when Deji sued him. Is he gearing up for a lawsuit? Because he's got no, like, I can't imagine telling people that a guy is on the Claire's Law list and telling future girlfriends to stay away from him, right? It's completely kosher. And considering you need such a fucking high bar to even it's such a low bar to slander a public figure. I mean, we had with Deji, his email accounts, buying subs and all that other stuff. That wasn't enough to keep Kavos from losing that lawsuit, even though Deji did it. Deji did it because it wasn't enough to prove it absolutely 100% cross every T, dot the I. Anybody on the internet knows he did it, right? But it wasn't enough. It didn't meet the legal standard in the UK. I can't imagine this alone wouldn't qualify as some kind of slander. Good luck. Now, I don't know how this is going to help his YouTube career. This doesn't mean he's innocent. It just means he did it too. She's lousy and so are you. What a shock. I mean, how many lousy...
Which is what we thought in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Which one he thought in the beginning. I don't know how that helps him. It hurts her. Maybe this is just that maybe he's so stupid enough he thinks he can get around and everybody start loving him again. Or maybe he's like, bitch, you're not starting a social media career. You're just as big a witch as I am.
This clip is from a stream 2 months after Alice had posted videos and comments about me. Samuel says Alice does not want to come out and
fucking lyrics just quit.
Talk about this until after the police investigation had taken place, which was a lie. This is not how anything is unfolded publicly at all. Alice has been posting about me constantly and also released an entire document about me after lying that I was on Claire's Law. She did not wait for a police investigation because she knew there wasn't one. And Alice later admitted that this was the case and that the police...
And it's been... So I understand...
It's the same screenshot.
Let me read it though, all right? Understand how shitty was me as a person. And it's been dropped. Please don't do anything in situations like this. It's been dropped. It never was picked up.
Police didn't do anything. At one point, Alice claimed I hadn't responded as she speculated that the police had contacted me, and that was why I hadn't replied.
Anyway, but I assume his silence could be from them contacting him. Well, I mean, she's allowed to assume something. That's not slander.
Alice was upset this message.
The fact that my private DMs put in videos without contacting me or asking for permission is crazy. No, like, guess what? You stuck your foot in the public sphere, sweetheart. It's all game. All game.
Had been leaked in a YouTube video, as she hadn't intended for it to be posted publicly, as it would be incredibly clear that she was lying about the police investigating me to the point where she was actively speculating and telling lies when questioned about it. At this,
a lawyer wrote that.
Agent's got a theory.
He's got a lawyer. That's lawyer speak, and it's good lawyer speak, quality lawyer speak. Listen to him closely.
She hadn't intended for it to be posted publicly, as it would be incredibly clear that she was lying about the police investigating me to the point where she was actively speculating and telling lies when questioned about it.
He hired somebody because he's not that bright. I've met him. He's dim. He's a dim person. He knows his algorithm, and that's it. And I think that absolutely sums up what she's done so far. Absolutely sums up.
This time, Alice reached out to my ex-girlfriends privately and asked my ex-girlfriend Jess to plan a statement to back up hers.
Hey, I said this months ago. Maybe she's fucked up. Who cares? I also said it about Pixie as well. How much you want to bet when that thing gets down to the nitty grit? We find out some things about Pixie that we didn't know, and she's not the biggest angel. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Lying about the involvement of the police to convince people that her story was the truth. Alice has continued to post about me and harass me to this day, despite stating in her document that she was going to move on with her life after it was released in June. Since Alice's document, she went on to post many things on Twitter, TikTok, and in statements that contradict her story. One of the contradictions made was in a series of tweets Alice posted asking for YouTubers to reach out to her so she can do interviews.
Let's see, IMALLEXX is actually semi-bisexual. He's bisexual, but only attracted to women. Guys, yeah, I never bought his gay thing.
Views for their videos on the false police.
Also, Agent wants to. He's got a theory that he wants to.
Tell him to come in. Man. Tell him to come in and join the.
I tried to tell you, but you were.
Fine. Call him in. I mean, he's got access in here, doesn't he? He doesn't.
Yes, but he was being nice and patient.
All right. Well, you can go in, listen, and then tell me in a minute. What do you got, Agent?
Going back to her April statement, thinking about it, it could be possible that she did an early file back in April or back before April, did like an early celebration saying that she got his name on Claire's Law's list. It didn't happen because the police were lazy and it got dropped, as she says to Jay Aubrey. And then come, what was it, May, we get she does a second police report, and that one is the one that seems to go through.
Nothing went through. He's never interviewed.
Well,
nothing went through. He's not on Claire's Law.
How do we know this?
How do we know? Isn't this a public? Am I wrong here? My UK buddies in the chat, is he on the list? If he was on the list,
don't you have to contact the police to get it?
Do you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to request it.
Yeah, you have to contact the police, and the police are not obligated to tell the person like Alex that he's on the list. So it's entirely possible his name is on the list, and he's lying here.
Oh, he's okay. Fine. Can you check Claire's Law without talking to the police? You can't class Claire's Law without talking to the police. But there's going to be a slew of requests now. Okay.
Yeah,
good job.
That's what Emery said in chat.
That's a good point. But she also said, has he been charged? And I did everything I can do. Yes, that's kind of an odd way to state it. It could be
that could come down to her just saying like, I've done everything I could, comma yes, and she just didn't have the comma.
Yeah, well, comma yes is yes. Did you charge? Comma yes.
Yeah. That is strange.
Here's another thing, AG. By the way, thanks for pointing this out. It's pretty smart, if you're honest. A good way to look at it. Here's another. I got another scenario. When she said that, she honestly believed it. But that's tough.
That's what I was saying.
Well, okay, yeah. Tough luck if you're getting sued, though.
Yeah.
Tough luck if you're getting sued. Oh,
no,
I thought he'd been charged at the time. Sorry, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you earlier. Was that back in April she made that video. She thought he was going to be on the list, and then the police dropped it, according to what she said to Jay Aubrey.
Wavy said something interesting. She said she's formally charged, which is a big difference than calling in a police report. That's true. A police report is different than getting charged. See that when you're charged, Like, here's the thing. You put the police report. Police reports, we're going to file charges. You want to file charges, right? And it usually, I'm going by American law. There's two options here. They can let you file charges, or the cops can, or both, right? Nobody ever came to her. They would have had to come to her. Do you want to file charges? Or the cops say, thank you very much, we're charging themselves. Well, he clearly has not been charged. And this would be, you're gambling. I mean, he is a liar. There's no doubt about it. But, just the way this has been worded thus far, intelligently, what are the odds of him being on that list? And I'm actually willing to put up money he's not. Like, that's a hell of a gamble. Even for him, that's something. This was planned. So what are the odds of him being on? They're going to find out now. They're going to get a plethora of requests. It was 2 hours ago. It's 23,000 views. This is going well over 100 in the next 6 to 7 hours. Now, you're very confident he is. Well, we'll see. Well, I mean, kind of undoes everything. That'd be funny if he was. All this shit. This is his best. This is a much better defense. 5 minutes in, much better defense than I thought it would be. Hey, Optimus, you're in the UK. Why don't you follow? Say you're thinking about dating him. You want to see if he's on the list because you saw something online. Tommy, they don't have to give out the information even with the request. Well, here's the thing. I understand that, but it doesn't mean he's on the list. It doesn't mean that they won't give out information. What are you saying, Emery? He knows they'll never give him the information, so he's gambling like this? This is one hell of a dice roll for him. Maybe he's that desperate. Okay, fair enough. Civil CPS, take it forward. LE Civil could sue her. He could. Well, that's another thing. Like, I mean, if she's getting sued for defamation or something like that, I mean, she would probably want. I want to know these on the list because I was told by a police officer. Well, let me tell you something. Knowing what not what I know of her, but her behavior and her attention seeking, which is, in a lot of cases, it's like same thing with Pixie. It's like, so what? She's trying to get money. So what? She's attention seeking. He did it, and that's the end of it. But it's not unreasonable for me to believe that when she was pressed, she said he was charged so she wasn't accused of going to social media first. That makes perfect sense to me. I think the jury's out. But I find it really strange. I gotta be honest with you, the way this is worded, the authority he's speaking with, he's got to be pretty damn sure. Let's say he's on the list and he knows it. He's got to be pretty damn sure no one's ever going to get a piece of it. And let me ask you something, my UK friends. What's the point of fucking having lists if no one can see it? What are the circumstances to get it? What a dumb law. I bet somebody can get a hold of it.
Investigation after her document was posted. Alice did multiple interviews where she has lied about me having a criminal record via Claire's law.
Hey, Tommy R., please die in a fire, and I hope your dog dies too.
And being under investigation by police. She continued doing this for months, and these lies have been shared in many videos. Alice said that she can give updates and that people should message her directly, even though in these messages, Alice said that she hadn't received any updates or heard anything from police at all. She told YouTubers she couldn't share information until everything was...
Yeah, she's telling other people she hasn't heard anything. She's telling other people he's been charged. What are the odds of her not lying? Would you bet your arm or your finger on it?
No.
Yeah, exactly. There's three parachutes. 2 of them are lies. You going jumping?
With the false police investigation had finished.
And Alice as well, speaking to her, she does want to come out and speak about this. Eventually after.
And it's like he says in the beginning, her story makes no sense.
All the police stuff, and just wants to be able to get all the information. She's got proof as well, and she wants to be able to get all that out there once she's spoken to the police properly.
Well, she does have properly. Here's my statement about the situation. I'm scared to speak. I've been scared to speak on it. By the way, I never bought that for a minute. It's best that it was made public how our person with a platform is. I hate to see another woman go through this. Please read the statement. Boy, man.
This story at no point has made any sense, as Alice says that she would only post about this after the police investigation had finished, but then continued to say that the police were involved months after she had posted her document, which once again shows that Alice was lying the entire time. Alice claims she can provide updates to YouTubers in this tweet, but made an excuse to people she was arguing with on Twitter that the reason she couldn't provide updates to them was because of the fact that there was a police investigation.
And there's no investigation. But, okay, let me try to play her side. He didn't talk about it for months either. He couldn't make a statement if there was an investigation, but she pretty much talked about it up until what? The last October, right? Or really? I think right up until the new year. How long has she been talking? I know there's been gaps. When's the last time she talked about it? Prior to today. That. Yeah. Thank you, Agent. Agent's on the job.
And that she wasn't allowed to share anything.
I had her account up already, so.
Okay.
And that now it finally finished.
Yeah, her story makes no sense.
She could share.
He goes in on I never good snake fight.
More information again. This makes no sense, as Alice had already shared an entire.
He had any fucking brains at all. Any fucking brains at all. He would leave all the YouTube because this is all about YouTube and him getting back in a position where he can earn again. Just leave him out of it and just don't be his friend. No, he probably thinks he's got a killer here, and. From his perspective, the first 6 minutes to 27 minutes are solid. So solid to him means fucking checkmate, even though it doesn't.
Document about me and was then asking people if she.
By the way, I might say, no, you're just quiet. Amy, you fire back. I mean, you challenging me will get me back to the probably get us to figure it out. I don't think you're like, but I'm gonna push back too. No, I don't mind, but. What's the point of having, here's the thing. You, me, everybody here, we don't know how we've heard some things. We don't know how this thing really works. It doesn't make sense to have a lift that nobody can see. Maybe, hey, listen, government's pretty stupid. That could be possible. But, I bet it's illegal to tell people that somebody's on this list. You could ruin their date. Can you imagine if you didn't? You're a guy. All right, how about Amy? You have a son. He's 18, 19 years old, okay? And this bitch he broke up with is running around saying he's on Alice's list or whatever, right? You'd be furious. Claire's, Jean's. I don't fucking know. Nigel's. I don't know. Whatever.
Give me that list.
If you had that would piss a lot of people off if you could just do that. Hey, he's on the list. I don't think that's not defamation. And you're telling me that there's no way they can find out? Well, they'll find out if it goes to court.
He could continue to share more information about me in interviews.
But the odds are he's not suing her. The odds are this is his defense in the court of public opinion.
On her Twitter that were then posted onto YouTube. Alice wrote right at the end of her document that for legal and obvious reasons, she wouldn't attach all the evidence she has, but in due time, it may be made public. Not only is this not how police investigations work, but Alice has not posted more evidence since, despite saying the supposed investigation had now ended. This is because there never was an investigation.
Statement on the matter.
That's because he's right. I'm sorry.
Before today.
There was no investigation. I am absolutely convinced that it does not make any sense that there was an investigation. None. And he is
before today.
But go ahead.
Yeah. Before today, her last statement on the matter would be February 27th of this year.
Fucking month ago. Less than a month ago. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it doesn't make none of this makes sense. Sorry, Amy.
To share anything at all by her own admission if there actually ever was a police investigation in place. Alice has continuously lied and claimed that this was the only thing stopping her from releasing information, and she acknowledged
that's not how police are. The police are like, hey, I'm going to give you some now and some later. No, all now. I mean, or just don't give it
herself in this tweet and when speaking to YouTubers. The reality is, there never was a police investigation, which Alice later admitted to. This is why Alice decided to publicize a heavily edited...
What is it? See, he's framing that wrong.
If there actually ever was a police investigation in place. Alice has continuously lied and claimed that this was the only thing stopping her from releasing information, and she acknowledged this herself in this tweet and when speaking to YouTubers. The reality is, there never was a police investigation, which Alice later...
Let's see. No, it's been dropped. The situation like this... yes, and it's been dropped. You know why you would say it was dropped? If you knew it was a lie to begin with. It's been dropped because... because police don't do anything in situations like this unless I took this to court. Well, if you went to court, the police would have done something like this. or he contacted me again, but he hasn't. But it's so confusing. This is so in the mud here. This is not an admission. There wasn't an investigation. This was
the DM to Jay Aubrey.
Yeah, hold on a second, though. Hold on a second.
Speaking to YouTubers. The reality is there never was a police investigation, which Alice later admitted.
He's saying this is an admission that it never happened in the first place. This is not an admission that it never happened.
No.
What this is circumstantial evidence that there never was to begin with. She's saying it's dropped. Dropped from what? Where did you? Who? What? Where? When? And how? It looks like to me what she's saying. Now people are wondering where are the results, like Jay Aubrey, and she's saying, oh well, there's nothing to look at now because it's gone. It's already the police haven't done anything and he hasn't contacted me, so it just kind of sits there. 47 minutes. 7 minutes in. Unbelievable.
Admitted to. This is why Alice decided to publicize a heavily edited version of events to damage my reputation with false stories and lies like a
so good to begin with.
I'm a convicted criminal with a criminal record. I have taken my time gathering information and evidence as Alice has continued to lie about me and the abuse she put me through during our relationship, whilst blackmailing me and threatening me. Alice has created a one-sided narrative that does not show the reality of what had happened during our relationship. Due to Alice's constant posting about me and my own personal issues, my response has been delayed many times, and all of this will be covered throughout this video. When Alice's story was questioned by people on Twitter, she responded with threats to delete my phone number whilst also insulting me and anyone who pointed out these inconsistencies in her document.
Did I see a Nick Diorio?
This video. When Alice's story was questioned by people on Twitter, she responded with threats to delete my phone number whilst also insulting me and anyone who pointed out these.
Oh no, I thought that was Diorio's thing. You're easy to manipulate. You've been manipulated by her. She's a classic narcissist abuser. Also, you broke up. She posted loads of TikToks saying, I'm generally insane. I will ruin your life forever while smiling. Then she deleted them and started playing the victim. I never posted that. You're in La La Land. What's that proof of, Alex? Oh, wow. This is one of our fans, Nicole. Bitches be wildin'. Oh, I forgot.
Shows up again later.
Yeah. Nicole. She's one of mine, right? Okay, here's one of my fans.
She's in here.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I asked you a question under a random tweet about Alex. I was like, why is this bitch getting sassy with me out of nowhere? Sorry, bitch. I didn't know you were getting info from something. I thought you were regarding him as sassy. I don't know why that helps him, but whatever.
Inconsistencies in her document. Alice would then block these people after arguing and insulting them for replying to her posts as they were highlighting many of the inconsistencies and lies that Alice had made. Alice changed her Google document multiple times.
Yeah, but see, again, how does that help you? I mean, you're on tape saying you wanted to hit this chick with a brick.
To hide these
that's funny to me.
Criticisms, and as cropped messages that showed her using the same racial slurs that she had accused
give me a break.
Me of bringing into our relationship, as it directly contradicted her story. This was unacceptable behavior, and I deeply regret using such horrific language, and this will be further addressed in this video. Alice has erased any evidence that these events had taken place or that she had been at any point abusive, physically, verbally, or emotionally towards me. And this proceeds for her.
I hope she punched you square in the balls when you're sleeping. I don't care. That's funny to me.
Which has since been edited multiple times, which was pointed out by a user on Twitter. Alice's entire story.
Primic, the classic YouTuber, has some Jewish girl chasing around from Long Island. I don't know what that's about.
Story has been built on lies. And in this video, I will be showing screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims that she has made against me, as Alice intentionally left out hundreds of text conversations that would disprove her.
No, that's a good point. He doesn't regret anything. No, I don't give a shit that he doesn't regret anything. I wouldn't. I've said mean things to women before. But I think his fans will pick up that. But I will say this. Does anybody find this a little bit funny that it's pretty much split? I mean, this guy's channel was dizzy.
I mean, you are using that. You're using that.
Oh, that's
plugin,
true.
right? That's
yeah,
like not
that's
correct.
right. Yeah.
So it's like it could be not correct.
You have to, yeah, well, it's definitely not correct. It's correct for anybody that has this thing, I imagine. But
I don't even think it's correct.
After you get a certain amount, though, like, well, general, it's. No, he just jumped. All right.
stories and
once Nick gets a hold of it, it won't be correct. It won't be. I guarantee you, it'll go up.
False narrative that she has created. Instead, it would show that Alice had been abusing me for our entire relationship.
This is where I'm going to have problems. I don't care.
And that she has not stopped harassing me for the last year. Alice has made tweets stating
harassing you. She's allowed to talk about you, dipshit.
Not have any
as long as it's true, of course. I mean, if you want to sue her for defamation, which I don't think you will.
Our relationship together, and that she never hit me. These statements are untrue, and in fact, Alice admits to slapping me and pushing me on another in her own document. Alice had also been kicking me, which she admitted to me on Facebook.
She jumped off the top rope with the spike steel chair. I think that I would still be laughing at you.
Messenger after she had lied that I was on Claire's Law. And all of this will be covered separately throughout this video. Alice has done all of this despite claiming she was never physically abusive at any point in our relationship, which is a lie, as Alice was physically abusing me regularly, which she has hidden and now lied about publicly. Alice also posted a series of tweets in an argument on Twitter, stating that I do not have BPD, also known as borderline personality disorder.
Go back to that.
Go
back to those tweets. Yeah, please do. I want you to read them.
I have an unrelated question. When you say Bobak said he had BPD, did you mean bipolar disorder? That's what mania is usually associated with. BPD is borderline personality disorder, totally different. Just wanted some clarification. He doesn't have BPD. He's never been diagnosed. I hope that helps. I never said he had. She doesn't answer questions. Thanks, Nicole, for following up on this. I never said never said he had it. I wanted to know exactly what he claimed to have, but thanks to the info, BPD Queen. Anytime, Nicole. Oh, I forgot that I asked you a question under a random tweet about Alex. I was like, why is this bitch getting sassy with me out of nowhere? Sorry, bitch, I didn't know you were giving info on something I thought was regarding. So we already read this one.
Mm-hmm. But
okay,
I think what I gather from this is, I think Alice thought that this tweet was talking about Alex, but it's actually talking about Boblax. So how does Alice know that Boblax doesn't have BPD?
She's watching us, watching Nick probably. She's paying attention to that drama. He doesn't have BPD. That help. I never said he did. Anytime, Nicole. I forgot I asked a question. Wait a minute. Why is she answering about Popax? It is. That's a good point. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. This is what Smaggle wanted.
It'd be interesting, Nicole. She thought I was talking about Alex. Nicole, do you have any connection to this woman Alex has? Yeah, this has got nothing to do with anything. That's a really good point.
Stating that I do not have BPD.
Boblax cameo once again.
That's a borderline personality. BPD is a disorder of mood and how it interacts with others. Is most constantly recognized as personality. It's the most commonly recognized personality disorder.
Borderline personality disorder. Alice has even gone as far as diagnosing me as a narcissist in her document, and she claimed that she is an empath. I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe to be emotionally unstable personality disorder.
That's not good.
She could not have known this existed, by the way.
It's irrelevant.
Well, yeah, it is irrelevant because she couldn't have known.
Let me tell you something. This guy has been off his fucking rocker for years, and I've been saying it for the better part of a fucking decade now. He has just admitted it and confirmed it by Psychiatry UK. That's a serious personality disorder. This is not somebody you would want to be around.
Diagnosed by my psychiatrist.
I don't care if she knew or not.
Hold on.
Nicole just said, what? What did Nicole say?
Nicole just said, nope, I asked a question to Nick under his tweet, and she came in out of nowhere.
That's so weird. Bizarre. Hold on a second. This is more interesting to me.
In her document, and she claimed that she is an empath. I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe to be emotionally unstable personality disorder.
Emotionally unstable personality disorder.
Also known as borderline personality disorder.
She does have BPD. That actually says a lot. Yeah, some of these things, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's not like you test for somebody's blood and test somebody's blood, you know they have cancer. You can't test somebody's blood for BPD. This explains a lot. This also explains his fucking behavior.
Disorder. I was then referred to my local...
Tommy, Psych UK is basically by a diagnosis. Oh, well, thank you for that information. Hold on a second. NHS number, patient is currently unclear. The patient is currently under care of another mental health service. Please forward this report.
Yeah, it's his letter.
I got to be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me at all, considering I know people that this guy's abused, like men, other guys, and how he would flip from one side to another in a bit. I know guys that he lived with that he would almost have a euphoric state at some time and just think he could take down the world, and then also be so fucking depressed. I don't know. I don't know enough about. In fairness to, who's the one that just pointed that out? This
Nicole,
National Online
Emery. Sorry.
Why would you want to? This diagnosis keep you out of the army. I mean, I know that. I only know my own lane. This is a serious thing. Why would you want this? You're describing bipolar. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Isn't BP? Oh, no, I'm confused. BPD is not bipolar. Hold on a second. Yeah. Wait, didn't he just say it's another name?
I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe to be emotionally unstable personality disorder, also known as borderline personality disorder.
Borderline personality disorder. Okay. Bipolar, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was describing that. But by the way, that's the way his behavior was described to me.
I was then referred to my local community mental health team.
Wow.
Well, just even looking, so people with BPD, it seems quite similar to bipolar, to be fair, though.
Okay.
They have extreme mood swings, unstable relationships, and trouble controlling their emotions.
That's him
high
to a
risk
T.
higher risk of suicide and self-destructive behavior.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Here's the thing: like, who would want that? You don't want that in your record. You want to hire somebody like that.
After the diagnosis from my psychiatrist, to claim that
bipolar is different. I was describing that. I got too confused.
Haven't been diagnosed with.
But either way, this is a serious personality disorder. Whether I got it wrong or not.
BPD is untrue. Alice has made multiple tweets.
Okay, Psychiatry UTA is a service they're using due to the SNS being overloaded. Essentially, you can. The right to choose which private. But here's the thing. I don't know if you'd want that on your record. I only can speak from an American perspective and maybe somewhat a German perspective, right? This is not something you want. So yeah, I'll take your guys' word. I'll take the chat's word for it. Verbatim. How about that? That this is a pick your own disorder. And you pick your own disorder so you can work the NHS. I'm sure that happens. The problem is, A, if the shoe fits. B, you wouldn't want this if it came down to things like employment. Yeah, he absolutely. Oh, yeah. You see what I mean? This is not something you'd want to share.
Spreading false.
This is something that if you got let me tell you something. If somebody diagnosed me with this, I would be fighting it.
Information about my medical history, whilst continuing to lie during these arguments she has online regarding me. Alice replied to a tweet which she believed was about me, where she denied that I have BPD, as she thought the original tweet was in defense of me. When it was pointed out the tweets were not about me and that they were about another YouTuber, Alice tried to justify how
you can get disability visits. That's what I thought it was. So the NHS is overloaded, which should have been stopped after this. Should have been stopped after the Second World War. Now you guys are fucking stuck with it until it goes bankrupt and you have serious problems. But that's another topic for another time. Because it will go bankrupt one day. Watch. Yeah, probably ask demanding Americans to help fucking pay into it after a while. Pay for enough over here as it is. So yeah, you go on there and then you can bilk the just say you have BPD, just tell them what they want to hear, get the BPD, and now you can bilk. I can't work. I have BPD. Nobody will hire me. Okay, here's money for the rest of your life. Yeah, I can see that.
Ongoing posts lying about me as simply sharing information, even though nobody had asked, and she had said she wasn't going to post about me after the document was released due to the police investigation that she had lied about. Alice has continued to try and remain...
In the U.S., therapists are very hesitant to about BPD, so antisocial person. I've heard that as well.
...in control of the narrative surrounding me and my life.
We're only 10 minutes in.
...the last 12 months by spreading many lies, including this one. Alice has opened her document by saying that I will make a contradicting response to the allegations that she has made against me, and that
Of course he would. If he's making a response, it would be a contradiction. I mean, of course it would. I'm going to contradict what she says. Yeah, it's called defending yourself, you bimbo.
After posting her statement, she can move on with her life.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's fucking a lying sack of shit, he's allowed to defend himself in the public, the court of public. But you got to give him that, you know.
You might want to refresh and check the pinned comment that he just put up.
Let me see this. Hold on a second. 10 minutes for 50
seconds. I've got a screenshot that's extremely funny.
Okay.
Alice is
hold on a second. I want to see what he pinned. He pinned his own. For full clarity, I'm not running ads in this video. Thanks, Alex. If you're not seeing ads, because it's because it's been claimed due to the music and TikToks. Because people are saying he's putting ads in there. Boy,
check the screenshot I just sent.
You're also. I'm losing my fucking spot, dude.
10:51.
All right. What else you want?
Check the screenshot I sent you because it's in response to basically that.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. You can't see
all the yellow.
Yeah, but you can't see yellows anymore, can you?
I think you can.
I haven't seen a yellow in a long time.
Do you have premium?
Yeah, that might be the problem. But I haven't seen yellow.
Or an ad blocker of some kind.
Yeah, definitely.
I just remembered I have an ad blocker of some kind. That's probably why I didn't see him when I was.
Hold on a second. Turn it off.
On my alt.
Turn it off and refresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Give me just a second here.
That's pretty funny. I thought you don't see those anymore. I was talking to fucking Nick about it.
No, I just got an ad straight away.
You got an ad straight away?
On the video.
Well, here's the thing. If this thing's accurate, this is not how YouTube usually places ads. This is not normal.
Maybe you don't see it anymore. I don't know where that screenshot's from then.
Yeah, I wonder if that's horse shit, actually. Because me and Nick had a conversation about this recently. You know, that's weird. Yeah, because I haven't seen these in years. And even when I didn't have premium.
Yeah, I wonder. I think it might be fake. The account that I got this from is saying that it's not their account. Okay, I thought it was real. My bad.
Yeah.
But this was a lie, as Alice has continued to post about me many times online to this day, as I have shown and will show throughout this video. Alice claimed that I threatened her not to come forward with her story, and repeats this when talking with YouTube commentary channels. Alice shows no proof of this.
I think didn't he beg her not to do it?
And that is because this is the exact opposite, as Alice had been threatening and blackmailing me throughout our relationship and months after it had ended. I had told my friends that Alice had been hitting me. Alice denied this on text when she found out and threatened to sue me if I continued to tell people she had been hitting me throughout our relationship. Alice says that my story will contradict hers, and that is because Alice knows that our relationship is not how she has portrayed it online. Alice has lied constantly.
That's lawyer speak.
And I can prove this with the text evidence that she is intentionally not included, as it contradicts her own story. Alice says we had a huge fight where I dragged her, covered her mouth, and put her in a headlock, and that this happened on the 19th of October, a few days after we had moved in with each other.
And you pulled out Mr. Sacco.
There are no texts from this time that even suggest that we were fighting or had been in a fight, and that's because this did not happen. On the 19th of October, Alice asked me to call, and the next text message was Alice asking me to sort out my bike in the garage. Later that same day, Alice asked me what's happening, and I tell her the cat had shut me in the cupboard because I was fixing our heating. And then that night we texted about packages arriving the next day. At 1 past midnight, Alice tells me she'd made me pizza, and then on the 20th of October, Alice asked me what I want from the shop, and then we go on to talk about buying Pokemon cards. To claim we had a huge fight where I'd physically assaulted Alice is a lie. I never did these things Alice has accused me of doing.
He can't, whether he did do it or didn't do it, he can't prove it one way or another. And considering you're saying
that's all in... if it was physical, that wouldn't be in text.
But here's the thing. Like, well, I don't take any of that. Like, I'm not to believe anybody on anything. All right. So, like, if I mean, it's kind of up to you whether you want to think he beat her or not, or put her in a headlock or not, or any of those things. He definitely was completely unhinged. Like, nobody gets that fucking mad. And if you want to make the leap that's talking to somebody like, if I want to hit you with a brick right now, could lead under certain circumstances to a physical confrontation, more power to you. You can believe it. But as far as a court of law goes, or me personally, I mean, I want to see the fucking flying high knee. I want to see the leg drop. I want to see the fucking, the punch. I want to see it. So, because both of these people are fucking liars. So, it's a big who cares from my perspective.
Because this never happened.
I dropped a shit this morning. Not a big deal. Yeah. What row? Second? Third?
Alice has texted her mum and used this as proof that this event had taken place after screenshotting the text in real time, as the messages display the words today instead of the date that they were taken. Alice knew she would be using them in her document and that she had been planning this full story about me. Alice has used these
girls always play that
text to make it seem like I had physically assaulted her when this never happened.
I found out my wife was going to leave me when she finally announced that I went in her Facebook, and she'd been planning it for months. And I would have thought that month we didn't have any problems. Women do that.
This isn't the only time Alice has used similar proof to claim something had happened which had never taken.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you go to your mom and Jeannie and say, Tommy C hit me, screenshot it, and see, here's the proof. I told my mom. That's not exactly proof.
Taken place at all. And she does this many times in her document. Alice provided a list of events that she had written herself directly.
And what makes you think, maybe she just didn't have enough of the police? If she, what proof do you have that he hit you? Well, I told my mom in a fucking DM that he hit me. That's not, the cops are gonna be like, right.
Into her notes app as evidence and has attached them to her document as proof. But Alice was still writing these stories after she had said that she had moved out, which shows that these were written at a later date retroactively for this document. Anyone could have written down anything on any date and claimed that it was true. Writing down words into a notes app can be done at any time and is in no way, shape or form proof that something happened.
That is true. He's right. Just because she wrote it down, how about this? Who's a really hot chick nowadays? Who's an actress everybody wants?
Good question.
Oh, what's her name? Why can't I?
You just name one. I was going to say Christina Applegate because I wanted to bang her when I was a kid, but she's 60 years old now. Sydney Sweeney. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Watch this. Sydney Sweeney gave me the most spectacular blowjob of my entire life. Hold on, let me send it. Okay, here it is. Sydney Sweeney gave me the most spectacular blowjob of my entire life. Do you believe me now? I just sent that to Kite.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's kind of right on this one.
The texts between us from that time reflect a totally different...
Extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence. I got it right here.
different story that Alice has not included in her document, even though she provided an exact date of the day this had apparently taken place. Instead, Alice has fabricated a story entirely and has accused me of being physically abusive to hide the fact that she had been slapping, punching, and kicking me throughout our relationship.
Hold on a second. I want to look at those fucking things.
Instead, Alice has fabricated a story entirely and has accused me of being physically abusive to hide the fact that she...
True. Give me the short version of what I missed. True. We're 13 minutes in. I'm streaming a fucking hour. 1 hour. And this thing's it's a movie. It's got 1 hour and 42 minutes to go. Good luck, motherfucker. Yes, I slapped your face one time. Name a girl that hasn't slapped a huge asshole. That's a good point. That's a good answer. I ended up defending him. I slapped him in the face. Yeah, he slapped me in the face.
He had been slapping, punching, and kicking.
We're probably slapping each other.
Me throughout our relationship. Something that she had tried to hide from her document and has lied about on Twitter publicly. At no point has this story ever been consistent, as Alice said that this happened on the 4th day that we moved in with each other in her document and in her notes app, but then it texted me that it happened on the 2nd. And to be clear, the text messages from the 17th of October also show that this was not the case. Alice started to accuse me of being physically abusive with her after I had asked her multiple times to stop her constant physical attacks on me. Because these continued, I had asked to break up. The first time Alice ever mentioned that...
You know what it is too? I always felt this way. I'm trying to go through it. I've never, and this is what I believe, all right? You tell me what. I have never been assaulted by a girl. I've threatened a few times, but never been assaulted by somebody I was romantically involved with. I think it's because of my policy is I'll slap you back. And I'm like right out in front of it. So no one's ever tried it.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the thing. He is literally 5 feet tall. He's like, by the way, he's 4'11". He's almost as tall as my son. All right. Like 9-year-old.
Oh
okay.
My God.
Yeah. He's only about 5.
Oh, no.
He's 5 feet 5, between 5 feet and 5'2". So he's a little taller than my little boy. Right. He probably can't give that energy. She's probably taller than him, you know?
Hey, I don't know. Like maybe me and Alex Creator Clash 3, we'd be the same height.
Yeah. And you don't have to have that energy. Yeah. Oh, you probably are the same height. You don't have to have that. You don't have to tell a girl like, I'll fucking kill you. You just have to kind of have that way about you. So she probably was slapping him around. He's a bitch.
This assault had apparently happened was when we were in an argument on the day we broke up, and I had told her to leave the house. Alice accused me of grabbing her and said she could prove that this had happened because she had written down the date in her notes app.
That's a good point, Alex.
And then started to blackmail me and threaten
What?
I said that's straight up
True.
me that she would go to
there's a pattern here.
police and start calling me an abuser. I denied this ever happening and explained how it disturbed me that...
Let's see. I was minding my business cleaning. You've destroyed everything. Seriously. I hope you understand. No walking back from this. You did that. I understand you have weird episodes by hurting me, but I can't deal with this. You did this. You fully have gone off the deep end by being physical. You did that. I'm putting your stuff in the garage. You can get it in a few weeks. I'm calling the police then. I don't know if it's black. It's like, where's the blackmail? There's been no blackmail. Blackmail is, makes me think a lawyer didn't write it. Blackmail is a, if you don't do something for me, I'll go to the police. I'll go to some authority. I'll have you hurt. He has provided zero proof of blackmail. So this has got a lot of holes in it.
Alice was trying to gaslight me into believing that this had taken place. I had asked Alice not to come back to the house and that I would leave her stuff in the garage because I wanted to break up and I didn't want her near me anymore, as she had been assaulting me and threatening me since we had started dating. When Alice had left the house, I finally thought I could escape
a fucking man. It never happened.
Our relationship and that I wouldn't have to see her again. This is when Alice began to start blackmailing me and threatening me.
This is the blackmail.
Because I was asking her to stay away. Alice told me that she was going to come back and that she was only going
to Redux.
We got to let him do it.
On for a night. When I told Alice I didn't want her to come back, she accused me of physically abusing her. Alice then threatened to report this lie to the police to stop me from trying to leave our relationship.
Keep going. Let's see. Man, stay the fuck away from you. You kicked me. Me? You psychotic frick. I'm not feeling dealing with this. Keep going. I'm adding to the report. When was this? You start this shit today? What the fuck? You did. You started today. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm minding my business cleaning. You've destroyed everything. Seriously. I hope you understand. No walking back from this. You did that. I understand. Where's the blackmail? And now you wanted to say something? Jeannie?
I was going to say
these screenshots from.
Don't interrupt each other. God, this show's got no flow, guys. Come on now. What are you going to say, Jeannie?
I was going to say go back because she said something like, oh, I'm adding it to the post. Go back more.
Well, she said in the thing I read, too.
There. Putting your stuff up.
Oh, okay, hold on. We got something here. Putting your PCI in the garage. Okay. Well, you got to learn how to interrupt a little more fluently. I'm not saying don't interrupt. I'm saying timing. Put your PC on the outside and the other stuff. And I'll add a post of you being abusive then. So maybe you don't. Maybe chill out for a day. Probably not criminal blackmail.
Began to start blackmailing me and threatening me because I was asking her to stay away. Alice told me that she was going to come back and that she was only gone for a night. When I told Alice I didn't want her to come back, she accused me of physically abusing her. Alice then threatened to report this lie to the police to stop me.
Okay, you know the problem with this? We have no dates. You know,
it was the 29th of December.
They're all the 29th. But where? What app?
I don't know if they're all the 29th.
What app is this? What app is this?
This is iPhone messages.
Oh boy, what app is this?
iMessages.
iMessages. Okay, I don't have an iPhone. That's why I'm asking. These are iMessages. Do iMessages leave a time below each thing? Sort of like my yeah.
Not always.
Not always. Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Sometimes if there's enough time in between two things, it will. But if it's like back to back over like a course of an hour or something like that, then it won't. But that means that all of these are happening at roughly the same time.
Okay.
From trying to leave our relationship. I knew that now, if I tried to leave, Alice would accuse me of physically abusing her, as she had used this to get me to back down from trying to end our relationship in this conversation. The false accusations and police threats were the final straw. I did not want to be blackmailed again into staying in our relationship. Alice continued to insist that I had assaulted her in our argument over text, but as I have shown, we were completely fine on the 19th of October because this fight never took place. Alice has created this story because she had been threatening me throughout our entire relationship with ruining my life and career, and she knew she could bully me into submission and control me with these accusations and threats. Alice had told me that she had recorded me during my manic episodes, and when I'd reacted to the constant threats and physical
is that what he's gonna do? He's gonna say he was manic, so so all the stuff they got him on when he's acting crazy. Sorry, manic episode. Is that the move? We'll see.
In our relationship. Alice would threaten to post these videos when I tried to leave and when we argued. I felt that I had no choice but to stay when Alice threatened me. Alice has carefully selected these screenshots to hide me denying the physical abuse and to paint a completely different story, which is untrue. In the full thread that Alice hasn't shown, I told Alice I'd only tried to hug her, as I was not talking about grabbing Alice at all at any point in the conversation that she has tried to misrepresent. And when we discussed this at a later date, Alice says that I had hugged her and that I had walked away to avoid us fighting, which is not what she has tried to portray in her document at all. In one argument...
Boy, his voice really changed there, huh?
Yeah, I noticed that one too.
That was weird.
People are accusing him of using an AI voice as well.
That was weird on that particular thing. Before it seemed that was very different than his normal. You could kind of hear the contrast on
at all at any point in the conversation that she has tried to misrepresent. And when we discussed this at a later date, Alice says that I had hugged her and that I had walked away to avoid us fighting, which is not what she has tried to portray in her document at all. In one argument,
I bet he did, but so what?
Or it could be that he sat on certain parts of this video for months, went back, added
and
then
he decided to add it in AI, then go back.
I seriously think he's been sitting on this video since at least October.
God, it feels like really late.
Alice accused me of dragging her again, to which I sent her a voice message where I told her that it didn't happen.
But it does prove this. He's an I can do this guy.
I'm so confused here, Alice. Like this morning, I was just trying to talk to you normally. I tried to call you, tried to have a normal conversation, and you escalate it to this. I don't understand. Like, why this? Why does it have to be this? Why couldn't you just let me talk to you, have just a normal conversation today? Why did you, do you want it to be this? I don't want to fight you. I don't want to have fights with you. I don't want to have angry text messages with you. And I also don't want to be accused of doing stuff that I haven't done.
Alice then mocked me because I brought up her slapping me. Alice texted me in response saying, "You're mad if you want to say I'd slap you," even though Alice has now admitted she slapped me in the document that she posted. In these texts, I said that Alice pushed me away and gave me shit 20.
Well, I will say this, and I don't care if she slapped him. So I'm not going to sit there and, you guys want to go pearl clutch and fucking cast judgment and all that shit? Fine. He has an admission of being hit. She has nothing. She has threats. You could believe her if you want, reasonably believe her. But he's got more on her being violent than she does. We have a bunch of crazy statements, manipulative stuff. Him acting fucking crazy. Yeah, that's all there. But we know she lied about the police thing, or she wasn't honest about it. We know, and then once that lie's in there, and then we know it looks, I'm not 100% sure of this. Remember, this is my first watch over, that she may have selectively edited a lot of this stuff. What are the odds? It's just, okay, Alex is a piece of crap. We all knew that. And so she. Birds of a feather, right?
24/7 to the point where I didn't want to sleep in the same bed as her. At this
She has screenshots. I need to see them, Crayon. If you could send them to me. She has screenshots of him and me, because a lot of this is my memory too.
It was in the statement, wasn't it?
That he hit her?
I thought it was.
No, I don't think it was. I could be wrong. I mean, it's been a long time.
I'm looking through the statement right now.
Yeah, okay. We're looking through it. We'll check into it, Crayon.
At this point, we were sending messages at the exact same time.
If you want to expedite the process, my DMs are open on Discord.
This makes it look like we were responding to each other, but we were sending...
Yeah, there was recording of the brick fits in him. Yeah, absolutely. But there's no recording of him or hitting him with them, which is my point. I don't have them personally, but I rewatched Nick Diorio's video a few days ago. Okay. Well, if you can find a screenshot of that, that'd be interesting.
Sending these messages simultaneously, as shown in these screenshots. When I said that Alice can't go around screaming in our house, it was because it was attached to the message where I was explaining why I had started to sleep downstairs because she would punch, kick, and scream at me, so I'd been forced to sleep on the sofa. Because we lived in a rented house, I didn't
want to be sleeping there because you're an asshole. I've had to do that.
want to be evicted because of the constant arguments and screaming when I would sleep upstairs. Alice has cropped these messages intentionally to hide the entire context of this conversation. Alice has not only not shown these texts from when this apparent fight took place, but has now cut around messages to portray a story which is untrue. Alice hit me many times throughout our relationship, and this happened consistently from the moment that we started dating. Alice would use physical violence when I refused to do as she had asked, and this is something she admitted to in a conversation on Facebook Messenger. When I brought up that she had been assaulting me throughout our relationship, Alice responded by saying that any girl would have done the same. Alice also went on to send me a message where she said that her kicking me was probably uncalled for. I messaged Alice about her assault.
Okay, here's my question, Crayon. Does she have anything? Do we have anything like that for him? Something similar? And by the way, I totally could believe it. These people are just slapping each other like a bunch of Three Stooges. Or both of them seem to be losers.
Assaulting me on Facebook after she had posted TikToks calling me an
Imagine Alice Penis Tolson, an WNBA player,
abuser, and lied that I was on Claire's Law and under a police investigation. I questioned why Alice was doing this when she had been physically assaulting me throughout our relationship. I told her because of this, I would have to defend myself because of the accusations she had posted publicly. This is when Alice threatened to sue me for suggesting that she had slapped me, which she later admitted to in her document. I messaged Alice about the time she had kicked me, which had led to me sleeping on the sofa and staying away from her to stop her from assaulting me. I retold this story on messages, and Alice replied saying,
she had screenshots where she said, I'm paraphrasing, you kicked me in the back, and he said he had some dumb excuse. Well, here's the thing. We just saw some stuff that went by the screen now. It said you kicked me, and he didn't say anything like that. But, I mean, we could have missed it. Fairness. What do we got?
I do have admission of him slapping her face. So
him? Okay, that. Send me that. Send me that now. Okay, we'll get you. Thanks for staying on it, Cran. We're doing the research together.
It is there, but it's the Google Doc. It is the very last page, so you literally just scroll all the way down, and it's there.
Scroll all the way down.
It's
These people are both beating each other all the way down to the bottom. Okay, here he goes. Yep. First one or second one? First one or second one?
Both.
I hate this. You hate this. And hurting each other more because it's true isn't going to make it right. And you people, people are seeing you for you. And you said you slapped me yesterday. You said you slapped. That's from him though, right?
Oh, it's apologies. Yeah, no, that's on me. But I do remember him there being one where.
Yes, I slapped your face this time. Neither girl hasn't slapped you. We've seen this on the other end.
No, apologies on that. That was
okay.
I was looking at that.
Okay. This relates to them. We had a heated argument. He belittled me for everything. All right.
We have the instance where he smashed her entire setup.
Don't care.
That's what I'm just going through the document.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I was.
All right. I need a cigarette. Jesus Christ. I wonder if my wife would have a fit if I had a cigarette here. Probably. I'll take a pill. Nothing. Okay, you guys leave. Whatever.
I
hate two things: 73. Dead air, and I hate when people talk over each other or weird
page
interruptions.
73.
What? It's page 73.
Page 73.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And it's the second screenshot.
This one right here.
Page 73. Yes.
Okay, that one right there. Okay. Okay, DM. So I wonder what happened. Okay, we have to have a private light. I don't want to talk to you about it. Then go private. Venting to your friends, I understand. But this makes the whole situation harder for the both of us. It takes it to an unneeded place. So when you're silencing me...
second screenshot, yeah.
Okay. I insulted you, and I shouldn't have kicked you. Trying to pull you towards me in an argument was wrong. I shouldn't have kicked you. Yeah, I do remember this. You keep saying it like I was abusing you. No, I never actually. No, I have actually never said you abused me. I mean, good. That would be huge BS. I said it was toxic, but I understood why I had gotten there. I wonder if he mentions the kicking incident. All right, so we've kind of debunked my theory here that I insulted you. I shouldn't have kicked you. Trying to pull you towards me in an argument was wrong. All right, okay. So they're both hitting and kicking each other like a bunch of stooges. All right, got it. Done. Debunked. Let's keep going.
She didn't just start kicking me randomly for no reason. Alice admits in these messages that she was kicking me because I had refused to put my shirt on, which is her reason for assaulting me. Alice responded with, "Yeah, that's pretty stupid," in response to me refusing to put my shirt on. This is because I had a skin condition that Alice was aware of. I said it was stupid at the time because I regretted not just doing as Alice had asked, as it would have avoided her assaulting me, and we wouldn't have ended.
Oh, so he's justifying the kicking here. Let's go back. I want to hear this again.
I messaged Alice about the time she had kicked me, which had led to me sleeping on the sofa and staying away from her to stop her from assaulting me. I retold this story on messages, and Alice replied saying she didn't just start kicking me randomly for no reason. Alice admits in these messages that she was kicking me because I had refused to put my shirt on, which is her reason for assaulting me. Alice responded with, "Yeah, that's pretty stupid," in response to me refusing to put my shirt on. This is because I had a skin condition that Alice was aware of. I said it was stupid at the time because I regretted not just doing as Alice had asked, as it would have avoided her assaulting me, and we wouldn't have ended up arguing. We had also texted about this exact situation. I told Alice I didn't want to upset her as she was angry that I no longer would share a bed with her anymore, because she had been kicking me and calling me fat because I had told her that I couldn't sleep with a shirt on because of my illness. I have had a skin condition since...
Michael Jackson.
2021 that was brought on by stress. This skin condition would cause me to have full body itching episodes when I was touched, pushed, or hit, and it made it very hard for me to sleep. I was told by my doctor to try and avoid stressful situations and to stay dry. And
don't you love when the doctors tell you that? They tell me that when my blood pressure is high. It's like, just avoid stressful situations. Like what? Like what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Kill myself? That'll take care of it.
It was seemingly making it worse. This is why I would sleep with no shirt on. When we first started dating...
I don't want to listen to this shit. I want to skip ahead, and I'll tell you why. I don't give a fuck. These people are kicking. They're kicking each other. I think we've kind of come to that conclusion. I'm not getting on an abuse Olympics contest to see who's. I think they're pretty much probably both guilty at this point. I don't know what this. It'd be interesting to see where his career goes from here. He's slipping down. According to the poll, the return the YouTube dislike. Thank Joe Biden for getting rid of that. More than likely. So what? All right, you skipped ahead. What else did you see that was good? Because I'm tired of him talking about whether he kicked her or not.
I mean, I don't know if it's good, but just to give a little bit of a summary, there's this whole point where he goes on about the cat.
Can we get to the cat? That sounds like up our alley. Do we have a time?
You want to talk? Let me pull it up really quickly because I didn't really note it down because it goes on for so long. It's this whole debate of like, was the cat his? Was the cat hers? Like, it goes on this whole thing like it's ridiculous.
That's the kind of drama I like.
Here. Yeah, so let me pull it up really quick, and then after that, the one that I've noted is
one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
Well, yeah, okay.
What's the timestamp for the cat?
Yeah, but I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to pull it up because my internet is being slow as fuck, and I'm trying not to give you dead air. Because it starts off at around
with a cat. Here we go.
Go to where is it? Oh god, because the thing is, he does this whole stupid thing where he just talks about his skin condition. Goes back to that. I know.
I'm glad he has this. It tickles me to death that he's sitting around itching at night. That makes me happy. Brought on by stress. What all the stress you've called others? You know, Zaptai has a lot of stress too. Let me see that stupid cat. I thought you were. There we go. I think is it
starts at 20. Well, I would say it probably starts around 29. Is when he starts about it, but
this was done to get a rise out of me, as she knew that it upset me. Alice knew that I cared for the cat.
Oh, here we go. All right, we're here.
Yeah.
Come on, kitty.
Video. But I had reached a point where I couldn't deal with it anymore and felt there was no excuses to justify this situation, as it seemed Alice now believed that me wanting to leave because of this was an overreaction. Our relationship was incredibly toxic, and it affected us both severely, and I felt that we needed to be apart as things were getting worse. Alice says that I was horrible to her to justify the continued physical assaults on me, even though she had started this fight because I was joking, and had tried to hurt me to get me to stop. But to claim that this behaviour was exclusively one-sided is untrue, and does not justify resorting to physically assaulting me because of a joke. Alice then mentions that I had said something to her the other day when her brother was over, and this story is actually in Alice's document. This wasn't the first time where Alice had treated me this way over the cat, but it's becoming a daily occurrence throughout our relationship. There are so many cases where I end up taking Bear into another room, saying that taking the cat off him is starting an argument when I only did it after he said weird things to him. Acts like a child had his toy taken away when realistically, I was uncomfortable with him being near my cat after saying what he does. Alice says that I acted like a child had his toys taken away, and that I complained that taking the cat off me is starting an argument. Alice then says I said weird things to him, and that's why she had taken him away. I was upset with Alice.
I say weird things to my cat every day. Like, you stupid moron. You don't even know you're going to die. You're sitting there licking your ass all the time. Did I get your attention? Oh, your back paw's in the air and you're staring at me like you understand what I'm saying, but you don't because you're dumb. You're a dumb fucking cat. You don't even know that I'm insulting you because you're so fucking stupid. Look at you standing. You ever see when they put their leg in there like, and they're like,
yep.
Yeah, that look. I have conversations with her all the time.
Because like in these texts where Alice justified assaulting me for talking to the cat and making jokes, Alice would use the cat as an excuse to assault me. I had broken down on a few occasions due to this, and I had gone to Alice and spoken to her about this because, as she says in her document, she was constantly taking the cat away from me, and I felt that this was done to get a rise out of me, as she knew that it upset me. Alice knew that I cared for the cat, but constantly referred to me being affectionate with the cat and talking to him as weird when I had asked why she'd taken him away.
Imagine you yelled at your girlfriend because you're talking to the cat. That's fucking weird. I don't like the way you speak to my cat. It should be like, get the fuck out of here, right then and there.
He's showing too much attention to the cat than he is to her.
Oh, see, that's something I wouldn't have picked up on because I'm not a chick. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Or pushed me and left the room. Alice messaged me.
She's jealous of the cat. All the women, like I see. People think that women and men aren't different. That's the last thing I would have thought of. That was the last thing I would have fucking thought of. It's obviously we're wired different. Yeah, they're both fucking weird.
But she realized I cared.
Just read this message.
Okay. Let's see. Buddy C.
$5. You better sleep with one eye open tonight, old man, or else you'll end up with more than just scratches on your head.
And now I see shit. I realize how much you loved him And I was always bitter because you never got over the shit that you said that you'd stop doing. There's no period. There's no grammar in this. And it's, I can't read it as it is. That's just the only reason that I'd never be in a random moods. And it's unfair on everyone, including me. I thought I'd be good enough for you. And I want to try at least to stop going as low as you can when it gets bad and really scars me. It does. And I don't know how else to show you that. How much you loved him. And I was always bitter. So here she is admitting to it.
For the cat after we had broken up, but has still gone on to portray me being affectionate with the cat as a justifiable reason to physically assault me, which is why she had kept things intentionally vague when describing me talking to the cat as weird.
So there's two people with BPD fucking dating each other, more than likely.
Yeah, it's two crazies.
Okay, two crazies.
And has cropped these
fighting over that fucking cat.
Texts, as Alice knew I was doing nothing out of the ordinary when it came to me and the cat. Alice says in her document that I was acting like a child because of this. I had asked Alice many...
You know what? This video only need to be 20 minutes long. I'm not on the list.
Well, he keeps repeating himself.
Yeah, I know, because that's what he is. I'm not on the list. She lied. Prove I'm lying. Bye. None of this shit happened. Balls in your court, bitch. And I can say that because there's no investigation. She did. She told people there's no investigation. I can't talk about it because there's an ongoing investigation. And then she never stopped. And then when Aubrey asked her something, that cocksucker Jay Aubrey, when he asked her something about it, she said, "Oh, it was dropped." Kite wrote me back. What the fuck?
Sydney Sweeney gave me the most spectacular blowjob of my entire life.
Yeah. I got the proof right here. See, I sent it to Kite. Has Tommy addressed debated cockheadism? I've addressed it with I stuck my microphone up my ass and farted as loud as I can. There's your answer.
Being affectionate and talking with the cat like I am doing in these text messages. I had broken down crying in front of Alice, which is why she says I'm acting like a child. Alice makes it seem like I was overreacting to something small, and not that I was deeply affected by being assaulted and mocked constantly for talking to the cat and various other issues in our relationship. This is why Alice has intentionally hidden these text messages that show why I was so upset.
I don't give a fuck, man. Anything else? Is that all the cat? I don't give a fuck. I want to see him dump on fucking Einhaber. Another guy who's probably not much better than him. Right.
Dumping on Einhaber, go to 4255.
It's perfect.
That's where it starts.
Responded and deleted comments on video she posted saying it was about me and that I was on Claire's law, which again is a lie. My friend saw the TikToks Alice had been posting online.
4255.
Be great. You know what you should do? You should just get another PC and stream this 24/7. Like, it would be the funniest fucking thing ever.
There you go.
Gone through and followed them all after our breakup. Me and my friends had a call where I answered questions about my relationship, and I told my side of the story where I explained that Alice had been physically abusing me throughout our relationship. I made it clear that I did not believe that this was an excuse for my behavior, and that...
Wait, it's 5-1. When did this story break? Agent?
The story broke. The first known instance of it would have been that April post, but the official statement came out. When was that? I just had it open. It was the June 15th, I do believe, if I remember correctly.
June 15th. And this is Frazier right here. I think you need to show us those texts that you mentioned the other day, maybe. Like, those messages are really bad. It would help just seeing the context.
That our relationship was toxic and it was not good for either of us, and I was ashamed of how I had behaved. A friend of mine...
finally, we're fucking almost an hour in. He said he did something wrong. Holy shit.
At the time, a YouTuber who goes by the name of Einhaber had messaged me in our group chat encouraging me to share more stories and all the evidence...
Einhaber wanted to know whether to dump you or not. And you know what? I don't mind because you dumped him. He came up with the idea for the E-Boys.
I had of Alice's abuse. He told me I could trust him and that because we were friends that they weren't going to share...
You could never trust him. He knows not to trust you and you know not to trust him. You have all been fucking each other for most of the last decade.
Were these screenshots from 2024
January
or May?
May 1st.
That's what... Was it May or is it January?
It says May 1st. They did the dates backwards over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
That's what I'm asking.
That's a good point.
January.
That's a good point.
Because if it's January,
more than likely
right
it's January. It's
I think it's
January.
I think it's January because I think that was the month they finally broke up in. So
yeah, it's January. Good point. That's right. Yeah.
Any of it anywhere, and that it would remain private after I made it clear that I was worried that it would be leaked. Alice messaged me with direct screenshots from the private conversation.
Doesn't it make more sense for the day to be first than the month? Day, month, year, yeah.
That I had with INABA and my friends. Alice had been sent screenshots from our private conversation, and it was clear that if I talked to anyone, she would know as she was following as many of my friends as possible. Alice said I shouldn't be lying about her hitting me, and that she would sue me, but as I've already covered in these texts earlier...
You know what I think they should do? I think they should get back together. They're fucking identical. It's perfect for each other.
Hitting me in these messages and in her document. Alice made it clear to me that I couldn't talk to anyone about what I had experienced, as she was now contacting all my friends and isolating me.
You know, it is Nitro. I can't remember day, month, year. That's what I thought we did in the States, but I've been here so long, I can't remember how we used it. I can't remember what's what anymore.
Completely, which is exactly what I feared she would do, as she had made it clear that there was nobody I could talk to who she couldn't reach. And she was sending me my own conversations so that I would know that I couldn't get away from her or talk about what had happened with anyone, including my friends, as they were going to leak my messages to her. When Alice's document was posted, INABA posted various stories and a document about me that contains many statements that are false. INABA had messaged YouTube commentary channels after our conversation where I privately entrusted him with my abuse.
To cover his ass. And what was INABA's whole thing? I didn't know any of this is going on. I didn't know anything. And he had known for years this guy had fucked him. This guy had fucked other people he knew. He played like, I can't believe this is true. I'm totally shocked by this. Remember that?
Even though he told me that.
Yeah. Remember that? I remember that. I remember saying something about it. Everybody saying me fucking crazy. Like, you know, old INABA was like, I was completely taken off guard that this guy was a fucking maniac. It was infuriating. The fuck? I remember I'm talking about it here. Dr. Mac. Primic won't answer his phone. Here's my statement. Don't give me this hero shit, INABA.
Now, if I am being fully honest, I'm kind of scared.
You knew that you knew who this guy was for 4 years. So much so that you were leaking to us to make sure you didn't get caught up with the Slazzo situation. Don't fucking give me this bullshit now. All knew what he was. But if he was bringing in money for them, it was just fine. All the E-boys knew. All of them knew. But here's the thing about Alex. You know, we didn't know this. Last couple of years, he's been making money again. Nowhere near the money he was making before the Slazzo situation. No million hit videos. But he managed to get back in there. That's one thing he's right about. He knows how to play this game. And he knows how to play it well. He knows how to get rich. Whatever. I don't want to listen to myself. But there's no,
I shared with...
No way that dickhead didn't know. He is just as big a cheese-eating rat as the rest of them.
Him would remain private.
Him, Tombstone Teeth, fucking... what's that guy's name? I saw him in the soccer fucking charity thing. Tombstone Teeth. I forgot his name. I forgot all his
YouTuber Samuel, I never told him that I had refused to answer any of his questions despite us having an hour call.
Tommy, when are you going on Hot Wet Soup? I will not go on Baited. I will not go on Lolcow. I will go on Hot Wet Soup. There you go.
And there being various messages and a conversation disproving this, as it was leaked directly to Alice.
Yeah, Jay, didn't I say that? Marriott said nothing is the smartest move.
I just thought I'd come in to say that I've spoke to Alice, the ex of Alex, and I've also spoke to INABA. According to INABA as
I'm so sick of this, dude.
As well, Alex has sort of ignored people, ignored everybody, sort of gone into like a recluse, not messaging anyone back, not even messaging INABA back about their podcast that recently failed. Nothing like that.
I was incredibly confused as I did not understand why these people had been told lies about what had happened when Fraser had told me that I could trust him with talking to him about the abuse I had gone through and that it would remain between us because we were friends. INABA posted on his Instagram story that I had refused to talk about this and has shared messages of him discussing my relationship with other people. He says, but the man never wanted to discuss it with us ever. I had spoken to Fraser on a few occasions about how I was struggling with Alice and how it was upsetting me, which does...
And that proves he knew. That proves he knew. So this is just a rat's nest. So you remember he came out? I can't believe it was to this level. He at very least, he might have not known details whether he kicked her or she hit him or anything like that, but he knew there was a serious problem. and he knew what a bastard he was. He knew.
Wouldn't that be IMALLEXX keeping his word?
What's that?
Didn't he tell Alex, like, I'm not going to talk to anyone about this? So if he's saying to people that he doesn't know anything, he's technically keeping his word, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's also exposing him at the same fucking time. No. That's deceptive.
I guess not. Yeah.
That's deceptive. Like, he's like, hey, like, he's sitting there reaching out to him, and he's like, this guy won't even talk to me. He's completely faded out, right? So and he has to say that, because if he does say that we've been talking about, then it turns into what I was basically saying. What did you know? When did you know it? That and there's the elephant in the room. He knows what a bastard he lived with them. He knows more than all of us put together on other people. He knows. God, everybody I know that, like here's the thing. So if he says like, he can't say that he's been talking to him, because the public might think he knew about the abuse. So it's just much easier to come out and say the guy's cut off, because that makes him look so he can distance himself some more. He knows. What would you say? What were you about to say?
I was just saying, I'd also like to point out that IMALLEXX is talking about Alice like receiving messages from INAPper, basically showing their conversation. So either way, he's not keeping his word.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah. So he comes out. Yeah, exactly. He's showing her, but not. And this is all the fucking shit too. I mean, like, he was dealing with me and Nick when we were doing the investigation, and he was seeing if he was on the list. Because, by the way, he was more than likely in there. I don't know how much he posted. Probably not very much. Fucking all cool with what they were going to do to his Lazo. And he kept checking, because INAPper was smart enough to realize that a train was coming. And I remember, like, with this Lazo situation, with the Zaptai situation, they understood that. Like, I never understood that, and he was trying to get the fuck out of the way, right? Because apparently he couldn't convince them. And how I know that's true is because when Vega said to them in California, listen, I know these guys that are investigating you a lot better than you do, and they're not going to stop. They're going to, and they just, supposedly, according to Vega, just gave him the fucking 1,000-mile stare. Like these guys can't touch us. What are you, nuts? Or just completely oblivious, one of the two. But no, it's not. Like, he's sitting there talking about it and then telling the public I had no idea. No, of course he had some idea what was going on. I don't know if he knew about the physical abuse directly, but forget Alice completely. He knows what he did to Lazo. He knows, like, even before we had solid proof of James Charles, and INAPper was all in on that one too. They were throwing him under the bus. Now things changed down the road, but not with the evidence they had. They couldn't wait to fucking flex on somebody.
Directly contradicts what Fraser has posted.
Actually, come to think of it, it's kind of funny that they fucked him out of the E-Boys. They're all snakes.
Publicly on his Instagram stories. Fraser wrote...
And I got news for you. The English guys, and Kavos will back me up on this, are worse than the American guys in this department. Not that the American guys aren't snakes, they are. The English guys tend to be 10 times worse. 10 times worse in our experience.
We thought they were still together or seeing each other, LOL, and that he suspected that we kept breaking up. After I finally felt like I could talk about this when I believed Alice had left me alone, I opened up to him that the last 4 months had been very hard for me. Fraser never shows him asking me about Alice or any of my messages to him, as it would show that he was lying, as I was the one who had tried to arrange a call with him privately after I had been confiding in him with the issues I had had surrounding Alice. Fraser wrote, "The dude never discussed personal stuff with us, LOL. Solely just YouTube and games. But Alice had full access to my phone when we were together."
So I never was like, sack of shit. What a stock. That's it. That's enough for me. I never was just a lying sack of shit. Is there anything else? Or can I go out and drink until I'm fucking drunk?
Well, there's two things.
Sure.
They're brief. One of them, he does go over the, I don't, if you remember when he was sending gifts and he sent that letter that you had me read out. It was the first show I was ever on.
Oh no. I forgot about that.
Okay. Well, he had that really edgy letter thing.
Send that.
Okay.
Send it ahead of time, and then.
Well, I can send you the timestamp in here, but we did read over it on Shelf of the Void, but he addresses it here. Do you want that, or do you want the old
Give me the
one?
timestamp. Give me the timestamp.
Okay, well, you're not being clear. 5224.
There you go. I just want a number. 5224. Okay, here we go.
Not only did Alice threaten me throughout our relationship, but she also blackmailed me throughout the entire time we were together.
But he just repeats himself the whole fucking time.
Afterwards.
Yeah. No,
Alice has written in her
insane.
document that after our breakup, I begged for her to come back, and I also sent gifts and a letter to convince Alice to get back with me because I wanted her to forgive me. But this is not an accurate version of what had happened, and it is a lot more complicated than Alice has portrayed. She had intentionally lied and left out hundreds of messages and events that do not show the reality of what was actually happening. Alice was continuously blackmailing me and had been abusing me for our entire relationship. I had tried to leave our relationship at many points, and Alice has taken this and wrote in her document
I hope she
threatened to break up
you
with her
senseless.
as a form of manipulation. This is not true, and I have shown that I tried to break up with Alice after she physically assaulted me and blackmailed me, and I stayed because she would threaten me if I tried to leave. When I told Alice I did not want to be involved with her anymore after we broke up, she began posting online the lie that I had a
I skipped Germany versus Italy for this shit.
criminal record and that I was on Claire's law. Alice then started posting TikToks about me, and this led to the situation that she orchestrated when she had began to follow all of my friends after we had broken up so that I couldn't escape her. At one point, Alice told
I could have went downtown and watched and got stupid fucking drunks with a bunch of douchey Deutsch bags.
told me that she wanted me to plan something soon, and then she said I should make her dinner. This is completely contradictory to the claims that Alice has made in her document, where she says she had no interest in talking to me, as in reality, she was emotionally manipulating me and blackmailing me while she was writing a document on me at the same time, trying to dismantle my life.
The guy is shameless here. Hold on a second.
That sounds nice, though. Hope you enjoyed your BJ from Sydney Sweeney. Jeannie's left tit still limp.
Oh, fuck you!
I didn't make it. That wasn't me. I didn't say that. That was AI. That was Kite with AI.
That was
Kite's AI. I didn't say that, honestly.
Life. Alice
Fuck
accuses me
you.
of being manipulative after our breakup, even though when I tried to end things, Alice threatened to call the police and lie about me if I didn't back down. Alice said that I am the one who asked her to dinner, when as shown in these messages, it was Alice who asked me. And Alice has constantly accused me of doing the things that she has done in her document. Alice would continually emotionally abuse me and manipulate me whilst threatening me so that she could build
All
her
right, well, I like this sucks. I want to die. 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 This sucks. You know, Nick's gonna watch this whole fucking thing. How do they do it? See that fucking Peter? Oh God! How
Donations.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
document on me, which she has constantly lied in. Alice complained that after she had
It's 2 hours. Sucks.
moved out, I didn't see.
All right, what else is there?
It's a very quick moment. Go to 10405. It's just him reading this one message and her response to it just got a giggle out of me. A little bit for there. Just go there.
Level, a form of cheating. Alice says I heard you, to which I respond in detail of why I felt like everything Alice had done was not acceptable or an apology. I felt I was communicating clearly, but Alice mocked me again and said, yes, Dad. I then got upset even more because I felt I was being belittled and mocked. Alice said,
you were, douchebag.
And sent me another sarcastic apology when I mentioned again how disrespected I had felt. Alice then calls me a baby.
God, he sounds like a woman.
And tells me she doesn't understand why I was upset at all.
That's
in the
an
first...
insult to women, Tommy.
I'm sorry, women act like that. I feel like I'm my wife's divorce proceedings, for Christ's sakes, and I felt belittled. But his
place told Alice I felt she was more concerned with having to say sorry than she was about me being upset, and that her response threw me massively. Alice calls me a child and immature. I admit I could have handled things better from the start, but from reading these conversations back, it is clear to me that no matter what I had done, I was going to be mocked and insulted for bringing up how I felt. I then asked Alice if she wanted to talk on call instead, as I struggle with communicating over text, and I thought that would make it easier. Alice then tells me that she is going to scream at me. Alice continues to insult me and calls me a baby again. I told her that this was not necessary and that I didn't like having to fight with Alice to be taken seriously. Alice responded by spamming me with messages. I asked her to stop, to which Alice said that all of this had happened because of how I talked to her, blaming me for the whole argument.
Shut up. Anybody want to call in on this horse shit?
Yeah.
I can't take this shit. It's fucking ridiculous. Just wanted you to know that a video that Bobax posted, which is an interview he did with Gokanaro and goes into great detail about his drama to hear his side of the story. Well, that might be tomorrow. Really? Talking to commentary with... Oh, wow. Bobax dropped an interview on Mayo Monkey Bobax. Jesus, this could end up being a strong week because I don't think I even want to cover this again. This sucks.
I'll just put the video in the newsroom.
Well, hear the comments in Bobax's video. You fell off and you betrayed your friends. He betrayed his friends. Why they're... Nobody cared, but he betrayed me. Base Bobax. Yeah, I guess we'll cover that tomorrow, I guess. I didn't think I'd do Bobax again, but one of his supporters sent me this, so maybe I'll watch it.
Oh, it's another hour and 42-minute long video.
For fuck's sake. I might have to watch that tomorrow so I can just spare myself. I'll put it in the editor and just listen to it. Just cut.
Listen, fuckhead.
Something tells it's not going to be. Everybody thinks they're fucking Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's interesting for fucking 3 hours. All right. Is anybody else to call? Anyone want to call?
No.
Oh my God! They're almost the exact same time. They're 3-second difference.
What's that?
The Boblix video and the IMALLEXX video.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess nobody wants to call in. You know what? Good. This sucked. Not even that interesting. Probably. I imagine Nick's going to turn it into fucking gold, though. I can't even. It got to the point where I couldn't even hear Jeannie talk. I was just like so overwhelmed. Wait, does Alex address the baited? Shut the fuck up. Fucking
Flash donated $10. Pintfund. You might need it after this.
Yeah, I'll say. I think I might go out this time.
For me.
Yes, you guys have donated me booze. I'm gonna go drink it. How about that? Here, I'm going to wish everybody terminal cancer who talks about fucking baited. The ghost of Matthew Perry. What the fuck? What's that about? Oh, that's what it does. Yeah. Yeah. No. Let's see. Okay. Nobody's written me anything. Baited when. No. Only one person wrote me. Okay, good. Now other people. Now I can ignore it.
Oh, you've talked
so
about
terminal cancer, not the kind of cancer Boogie has. No, I want you to get the good kind. Oh God. I don't think Clown would want to do it either at this point. I know. I don't think all three of us do. I mean, I like Clown, but it's not like we talk. I haven't talked to him in months. And it seems like we were talking once every other month, and it would turn into once every 3 months or once every 6 months. And now we're getting close to once a year. Yes, I'm smoking again. Because I found out the amount of fucking nicotine I've taken in is actually worse than the cigarette. The fucking having the thing accessible here is like 10 times worse. Going back to the gum or something. Shut up, Grinder. You don't care. W smoking. Yeah. Well, I look less gay. That's for sure. Tom,
rest in peace, gay vapes.
I want to get out of here. I really want. I want to go. I want to go out. I do. I don't want to. I do. Let's do pass. Get the fuck out of here. No one wants to talk. I did my best. I stayed in as long as I could. Thank you two for your help. I just don't care. It's just two fucking ridiculous fucking people being ridiculous. Alex is one of the worst people I've ever met in this business, but not the worst. He's up there, but he's not the worst. Oatbag, Rex and B, Billion Bones, Blue Jacket, Cody Grill, Final Flash, G-Man, Little Manly, Nesquig, Not Your Typical On, Panic Bun, Taylor D, Tommy C's Cat, Tribby 7, Bicklington. Summary, Alex and his girlfriend kicked each other. GG.
The lesbian relationship went south.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? There's a million reasons not to like. That was the thing about this cancellation of Alex. He was kind of underground at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd pretty much been driven underground. He still got fucked. Yeah? Yeah, I can believe she's a cunt. Look at her dancing around, talking about being... Like, what kind of person posts, like, sexy TikToks of themselves about their abuse? Like, how insulting is that? You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised, Tommy. You get some crazy shit there.
You know why? Because it's like Rogan says. There's power in being a victim. People want to be victims because all of a sudden it gives them A, an identity, and B, it makes them a part of fucking, the Olympic thing. I got this and that. Look at that guy that Irishman that called me a week ago. And he was bitching about Turkey Tom making a cancer joke or whatever. Or it was. He goes, well, like what I told him, he was going to go, I hope Turkey Tom didn't do that because that's I've been affected by cancer. And I'm like, everybody's been affected by cancer. Everybody in this call, everybody. He goes, well, how much you want to bet that I've been affected more than he has? I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
It's a dick measuring contest with cancer.
I know, the dick measuring contest with cancer. I've been affected more than you. Oh, who cares? Everybody. God, I don't know anybody that hasn't been fucked with by cancer in some way or some loved one. Nobody. There isn't a... Like, have you ever met anybody like, I don't know anybody died of cancer. I don't believe it even exists. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I lost my balls to cancer. I don't cry about it. Both of them? Yeah. What's his name? Twisted his in a knot. You know that?
Will.
Yeah, Will twisted his balls in a knot. They almost had to take one off. How does that happen?
Too many tangos.
Torsion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, see you later. Thank you. Agent, thanks so much. Tomorrow we'll do Bowbacks as much as I can fucking stand anyway. And then it's tomorrow Friday? Yes, it is.
Tomorrow is Friday, yes.
Yeah, I might do it because I skipped the one day, so why not? So we're on tentatively for tomorrow. Oh, you can't do tomorrow? What's your plans?
I don't know. I'll get to you tomorrow because I'm not 100% sure yet.
Okay, well, we'll do Sean.
If the thing is, it will probably be if I'm free tomorrow, I probably won't be free like the Saturday. So
Saturday?
I may go out.
Oh, are we doing the thing? I didn't know we're doing anything Saturday. Were we doing something Saturday? Well, that wasn't even. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
I know. I didn't know if we.
Oh, well, you know what we could do? We could skip Bowbacks and then go Saturday and call it the Drinking Blowback Special. Or something.
We could do that.
That might be more fun, actually. And then just take the day off tomorrow and come back Saturday.
I could. Well, or we could do it Friday. I don't mind which day we do it. I just need to know which day, so I don't.
Yeah, Ben, I'm back on cigarettes because I kept on. I got sick of everybody calling me a faggot. Look at the faggot with the fucking with the thing. I got gay shamed into it. I'm not a fag.
Well, don't worry. I got shamed into going out on Wednesday. Or no, not Wednesday, Tuesday. Hence why I was like, "Hey, can we do it later?" And then I was not there. I got a little bit.
Look, there's two rules. There's two rules as long as you're right. You need to have a social life, which you seem to be doing, and you need to get fucking good grades. Otherwise, you are not allowed to do this shit.
Yeah, well, I think I've got the highest grade so far out of my
out of the whole chocolate point team. Yes, because I know that dope Matt Kazar backed into his doctorate. He wasn't that smart. He's a doctor too. We had him on for years. Oh God, Matt's 30 now, and so's fucking Jeff. We used to have them. They were the young guys in the show. You know that? Matt and Jeff. Jeff's still here, but So Oxygen, does that mean Beta's back? Wookie, I swear to fucking God, if you have a pet that you cherish, I hope your fucking girlfriend backs over it. And I hope when you find that dead pet and the tire tracks are where its back or its body used to be and its leg, like you can see the bones kind of crunch and like the tracks over it, it's still alive, or at least the front half of it is, and it's like moaning to you.
Kite said to check Twitter DMs as well.
Okay. Why Twitter? Fuck no. Fuck you. Like why? No, I'm not doing it. Go fuck himself. Oh, I hate that.
It's gonna be something related to Beta too. You just know it.
Why does he do that? He stopped doing it for like a year.
Listen, fuckhead.
Hold on a second. This might be funny. I think I know. Now I know I did it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Here. It's. All right, let's try this. Here, send another voice message.
Tommy's wanted to leave for the past 10 minutes.
Yes, because I hate myself.
No, we don't let him leave.
Because I hate myself, and I wanted a DM King is a fucking has become has Elon Musk hate syndrome. Yeah, he's gotten bad with that. He doesn't like.
Yes,
Elon.
Rando. Beta is back next week.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Don't tell this to the other news team members, but Jeannie missed a show once because when she woke up and got out of bed, she stumbled on her titty and hit her head.
Oh my
god! Oh man! Nah.
Fuck you. I actually do have a story. It's not because of my titties that I stumbled.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get out of bed to go to the bathroom.
And
I misjudged like where my feet were going, I guess. And I just fucking ate shit on the edge of the bed, and it was metal frame right on my nose. And its blood just started coming out.
Of your tits?
So I was just
of your mouth.
My nose.
Oh. You know what that sounds like? You sound like Daniel Bryan. You sound like you gave a flying high knee to the bottom of your left tit, and it slapped you and hit you in the head, and then cut you right open. That's what.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, you imagine that? Imagine getting out of bed, kneeing your tit by accident, and then it coming up and hitting you in the fucking head, like the Sunday edition of the New York Times. You imagine that? Oh man, Jesus.
Oh God.
Well, I got a baby leg for a cock baby, so believe me. I'm tripping all the time. Is my point. So we can connect.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I got the Irish curse. I'm a drunk. All right. There you go. There you go. I'm shocked and appalled. Now, well, I just gave those low life, never get laid losers something to fucking cry about. Thanks, Grant. I hope you were entertained today. I hope you all were entertained today. Death by tits is pretty funny. I wonder if a woman had ever done that. Like, you know what you could do? Like, if Alex, like let's say this abusive relationship was between Jeannie and Alex, she could literally like hold him down with her.
I could smother him
and smother him.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Let's look that up. Google that, agent. Has anybody been smothered to death by a pair of breasts? How about that? Okay. Otherwise known as titties. There you go. For sure it has. I used to work in a nursing home. Yes, it has happened.
Oh, they've been smothered by their own tits too, yeah.
Yeah, probably their kids, yeah. I don't want kids. Adult male.
Yeah, because I was talking about like
adult male.
The adult male. It's not the worst way to go. You know, it's kind of like you kind of like a murder weapon would be tough to figure out.
Malnutrition. At least this has nothing to do with.
You got a case?
A 50-year-old U.S. woman has been accused of manslaughter after she allegedly used her breasts to suffocate her boyfriend.
Yes! Now that's
Here.
a big pair of titties. Your boyfriend ought to fucking be careful where he sleeps.
Exactly, yeah. No, he pisses me off.
Yeah.
Better watch out.
Maybe look out, fuckface.
Oh, there's another one from a bet gone wrong to the man suffocated by boobs. Let's see. Man nearly killed by giant breasts. Wow.
Yes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Man nearly killed by giant breasts. I thought my time had come. Oh, she had 40 double L breasts. Holy shit.
Did she fall asleep?
How do you walk?
From side to side. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's just something. Yeah, I guess there's worse ways to go. You imagine trying to like get out, oh, I'm being smothered to death, and you can't reach your fucking head because her breast is so big. You're just like this.
It's like a turtle.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. What country was that in? Probably Florida.
One of them, let's see. I almost wanted to say Washington, but don't quote me on that.
Great. That
Washington.
Would just make
It was Washington.
Washington State?
Yep.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
State.
Washington State. And then also one from Blackpool, UK.
It's fucking Jaylee's mom.
You should read them. Read the second one. It's actually like you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah, that's funny.
The guy didn't die, but from this one, but it's really funny.
Some big titties. Take this one with a grain of salt. Better take 2 cups full. Claire Schmedley, thank you, DM King, from Blackpool, UK, claims her boyfriend decided to leave her after he was nearly suffocated by her ginormous breasts while they were having sex. Does that make it a crime of passion? This is probably bullshit, though. The mother of 3
it's
who
CBS,
pulls
though.
4OLL. I don't know. Is that what that English breast size?
40 double L. So
is
no,
that?
no. So what it will be is breast sizes go all the way through the alphabet.
Okay.
So
no, nobody's tits are that big.
Yes.
Because I dated a girl that had double D, triple D. Was it triple? Double D's. So they're big. Wow.
Yeah, no. So 40 is the basically the circumference.
Yeah.
Of your whole like upper half, basically. So they measure around it to see that, and that's where you get the number. And so she's 40 inches basically around her whole upper half, and then the size is the cup size. So that's double L. It does exist.
I thought I had cancer, not breasts. Jesus Christ. That's incredible. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
That's
okay,
large.
Go.
You could probably put a litter of kittens in one of the breast fucking one of the bras.
Yeah, no, you could. you could.
You know?
Just keep reading. It gets good.
Okay. Steven usually loves to be smothered by her love, but this time she misread his flailing for excitement as she was really suffocating beneath her bountiful bosom. Well, how come we couldn't get her off the pussy? After a few minutes, she noticed he stopped moving and appeared not to be breathing. Schmidley told the British newspaper she's about to call for help when a startled Stephen finally came out of his trance. Oh, you knocked him out. I did think my time had come. Oh, my God. Maybe is this real? Luckily, Stephen survived, but the relationship did not. Bitch needs to go. Claire told World Knows that she can only come on top, so this is a problem. No, Claire told World Knows that she's newly single and planning a career in modeling, turning giant booms into genuine assets. You're going to have to blow a few guys for that. There you go. Is that her? Oh, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
So she must have, I mean, I realize they're big, but what a freak. You're a freak! You're tense. All right, you know what? I'm going to fucking do something in my life. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. I could fix her.